Creating a Superman movie trailer. In Blender, a comprehensive guide for aspiring filmmakers. In an era where cinematic universes dominate global entertainment and fan-made content is gaining traction on platforms like YouTube and Vimeo, the line between professional filmmaking and indie creativity is blurring. Among the most iconic characters in pop culture is Superman, the invincible symbol of hope, justice, and strength. Creating a fan-made Superman movie trailer may sound like a daunting task, but with the power of Blender, an open-source 3D creation suite, that dream is more accessible than ever before. This guide is not just a technical walkthrough. It is a narrative journey through conceptualization, animation, lighting, visual effects, and post-production. Whether you're a beginner aiming to bring your vision to life or an intermediate user ready to push Blender's limits, this comprehensive tutorial will walk you through every major aspect of producing a stunning Superman trailer from scratch. Part 1. Conceptualization and Pre-Production. 1. Script and Storyboard. Every great trailer begins with a solid concept. While trailers are typically condensed highlights meant to tease a full story, they still follow a 3-act structure, establishing the world, presenting a conflict, and ending with a crescendo that leaves the audience wanting more. For a Superman trailer, you might consider story beats such as a dystopian world needing hope, hints of Superman's return or emergence, villainous threat, e.g., Lex Luthor, General Zod, or an original antagonist, glimpses of Superman's iconic powers. Storyboard your scenes with rough sketches or even text descriptions. This will guide your shot compositions and animation work later. 2. Gathering assets. While you can model everything yourself, a more efficient route, especially for indie creators, is using reputable asset libraries. Platforms like Sketchfab, BlenderKit, or CG Trader offer high-quality 3D models, including Superman character models, ensure they are rigged, urban environments, metropolis-style cities, props, newspapers, debris, kryptonite crystals, etc. Vehicles, military aircraft, cars, etc. Ensure all assets are either Creative Commons licensed or personally licensed for your usage. Part 2. Setting up the scene in Blender. 3. Character rigging and animation. Assuming you already have a rigged Superman model, the next step is animating it. Superman's movement should reflect power and grace. Blender's pose mode allows you to create keyframe animations. Animation ideas: Superman floating in midair with his cape flapping, a high-speed flight shot above the city, ground-shattering landings, laser eye attack. For realistic motion, use inverse kinematics, OIK for limbs and shape, keys for facial expressions. If you're not comfortable with manual animation, Mixamo by Adobe allows auto-rigging and pre-made motion captures that can be imported into Blender. 4. Environment creation. Blender's geometry nodes and asset browser can help you rapidly design a believable cityscape. Keep in mind, use modular building pieces for scalability. Employ array modifiers for repeating patterns, e.g., windows. Add fog volumes for atmospheric depth. Introduce sky textures using HDR eyes, high dynamic range images. Superman is always tied to the grandeur of his environment. Tall skyscrapers, open skies, dramatic lighting. Your scene must reflect this scale. Part 3. Lighting, cameras, and materials. 5. Lighting the hero. Lighting can make or break your Superman trailer. Use dramatic, directional lighting to emphasize the strength and symbolism of the character. Consider rim lighting to highlight Superman's silhouette in flight scenes, 3-point lighting for close-ups, volumetric lighting, God rays, when Superman hovers near clouds or windows. Use Blender's Cycles Renderer for cinematic lighting, or EV for real-time rendering with post-processing bloom and screen space reflections. 6. Camera movement. Use Bezier curves to animate camera paths. For trailers, dynamic camera work is critical. Orbit shots around Superman. Handheld style shake during explosions. Zoom-ins to build intensity. Dolly zooms for psychological effects. Blender allows you to parent cameras to empty objects, making complex animations easier to control. Part 4. Visual effects and simulation. 7. Superpowers in action. Superman's powers are key highlights. Let's walk through how to simulate a few. A. Flight trails. Use a particle system combined with motion blur to create trail effects when Superman flies at high speeds. Add glow shaders for a sci-fi touch. B. Heat vision. This involves emission shaders for the laser beam and mesh deformation around impact zones. Add a noise modifier to give the beam a pulsing energy. C. Cape simulation. Superman's cape is more than just cloth. It's a symbol. Use Blender's cloth physics with wind and force fields to simulate realistic fluttering and movement. D. Explosion and debris. For dramatic set pieces, employ cell fracture on buildings combined with rigid body simulations to depict destruction. Add smoke domains and fire shaders using Blender's MantaFlow system. Part 5. Audio, music, and voiceover. 8. Sound design. No trailer is complete without sound. Use freesound.org, BBC Sound Archive, or commercial libraries to gather effects like whoosh and wind, impact booms, electric surge for laser vision, environmental ambience, city, thunder, etc. Blend these with crossfades, delays, and reverb, using Blender's Video Sequence Editor, VSE, or external tools like Audacity or Adobe Audition. 9. Music and voiceover. Trailer music sets the tone. Consider epic orchestral tracks, preferably royalty-free unless you have the budget for licensing. Sites like Epidemic Sound, Artlist, or Premium Beat provide great cinematic scores. Voiceovers can add gravitas. A deep, calm narrator might say, "In a world torn apart by chaos, a symbol rises once again." Record clean audio using a good condenser microphone and remove noise in post-production. Apply EQ and compression for clarity. Part 6. Editing and post-production. 10. Assembling the trailer. Bring your rendered scenes into Blender's VSE or a dedicated video editor like DaVinci Resolve or Adobe Premiere Pro. Structure your trailer. Opening, 0:15s. Set tone, world building. Middle, 15 to 45s. Showcase Superman's return and conflict. Ending, 45 to 60s. Peak action, logo reveal, and fade out. Use fast cuts, lens flares, motion blur, and cinematic lutees for polish. 11. Color grading. Blender's Compositor allows real-time node-based grading. Apply lift, gamma, gain curves to control shadows, mids, and highlights. Film emulation. LUTs to replicate Hollywood color tones. Vignette and chromatic aberration to push realism. Render your final product in MP4, H.264, or QuickTime, ProRes, depending on your platform. Part 7. Publishing and promotion. 12. Distribution. Once your trailer is complete, upload it to YouTube with an optimized title, Fan-Made Superman Trailer, Okinan's Rebirth, Wushishi, 2025. Create an eye-catching thumbnail using tools like Photoshop or Canva. Add proper tags, Superman, Blender, fan film, CGI, animation, etc. Promote across Reddit, e.g., r/Blender, r/fanedits. Suez, Twitter, X, and Facebook groups. 13. Credit and legality. Be transparent in your video description. Credit all asset creators. Note that this is a non-commercial fan project. Respect copyright, especially with music and character rights. Final thoughts. From Blender to Krypton. Creating a Superman movie trailer in Blender is a testament to what creativity, passion, and open-source tools can accomplish. While you may not have the resources of Warner Bros. Or DC Studios, you have something arguably more powerful: vision. With each keyframe, shader node, and sound effect, you are not just animating a superhero, you are telling a story. A story of hope, just like Superman himself. So go ahead, open Blender, and start sculpting your own Kryptonian legend.